Hi everyone, the keyboard is ready. I want to show you some issues. Actually, those issues I replayed to Yamaha and they answered me. I get surprise from them, from the customer service. That's the email of the email. Conversation between me and the Yamaha, and I get surprised. If you check here, you can see that's my name, and here is very interesting. Clarify something before this become reality. You need to decide. I mean, it's not an official email, that one. I mean, normally, I'm a workstation and synthesizer user. I have the many of the brand. I have a Nord, I have a korg, I have a Kurzweil, Roland, and never I didn't getting that feedback from the company. When I getting some brand new keyboard and write to them and they say thanks customer, thank you for concerning our product, but that's the first time I get from the Yamaha. I mean, I transferred from the PA model, core PA model to the Genos because I see them in the YouTube and they say that's a powerful keyboard in the world. Of course, it's a good keyboard. But has some issue, and for that reason I send an email to them and I explain the problems, and they can fix it, and they answer me how it is. If you want, that's it. If you don't want, I mean, that's meaning after that email is that if you want it, that's it. If you don't want it, so find it the other. Actually, I didn't want to get that keyboard because the first one I returned it to workshop. LCD has some pixel miss on it, pixel file on it, and they couldn't repair it, and they said you have to get a new one. I'm getting a new one. So the first of all, we're going to do recording. That's the first issue and the big issue. We're going to recording, for example. I want to recording one track here. Okay, done. Now I want to mix this song I had, and first I have to play, doesn't work, forward doesn't work, backward doesn't work, pause doesn't work, none of those buttons work. If I want to mixing, for example, this track, I have to go to menu, do the menu procedure. I'm going to the mixer. So I want to from the beginning, mixing from the beginning of this track. I cannot do that because those buttons doesn't work. That's the first issue and file that I sending it to the Yamaha. They said how it is, we cannot change it. Goes, I don't want to you changing the OS system for this keyboard. This program, working on the Tyros and even PSR mode is working. Of course, you said you have a touch play here, but it doesn't work if I want to from mixing. So I'm coming to the mixing. Now from the beginning I want to mix a track. Doesn't work. I have to come back again, going to recording, play here, go to mixing, and here I can mix. It's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. So we're coming out from that. And number two, in the PSR model and the Tyros model, if I want to compare it, you have some option. You can hear MP3 music in the style recording. For example, some of the people hearing some music from some famous singer and real time and on time recording and customing a style for that song. In the disc keyboard doesn't work. In the PSR model and the Tyros is working. That's issue number two. Issue number three, I'm going into the style. For example, I want to making a favorite style. Of course, you can do it in the preset. I don't have any user because that's brand new keyboard. I didn't install any style on that. You can do it in the preset. How is it? Is that, for example, you're choosing a song here, style, and just hold it, and you can see here is in yellow row here. So when you are going to the favorite, you can see that my favorite is, for example, style. But if you have it in user, I don't have it in user, but you can try it at home. If you have a Genos keyboard, you cannot do that. Just for preset. That's number 3. And number 4, we're going into menu. We have an option here. Its name is keyboard and joystick. Its name is Intel Touch. Is using for the recording, for example. That's very good. Style recording, multipath recording, and sequencer. What's doing that? Is remove the velocity or fix the velocity. You can see here. For example, now I have a velocity. For example, I press it hard and slow and smooth is working. But if I remove it, for example, right number 1, if I remove that and click it off, in the fixed velocity, I can hear the 140 velocity of that. It doesn't matter is hard or smooth. Just you can do that one. This system doesn't working in the recording, in the style recording. For example, when I'm going to style setting and for example recording some new style or style creator, his name is here. You have to do the many procedure to come to the fixed velocity. In the Tyros keyboard, you have one button here. Of course, is an opportunity here. You can fix it. I mean, you can assign it one of the knob here and one of the button here. But in the style creator, those button doesn't work at all. Look at here, doesn't work. So it doesn't matter if I assign it here, one of those here, it doesn't work. So I have to, that's very important. I have to back again. I'm going to menu number 1 and going to, where is it? I missed it here, and turn it off and turn it on. That's the other issue of this keyboard. And the other one is the auto power off. Auto power off, when you install the expansion on this keyboard, auto power off gonna be disabled. Even you're putting it for example 5 minutes or 10 minutes, or the minimum is 5 minutes, doesn't work. It just continue. And the metronome button in the style creating again. In the Tyros, just I compare with the Tyros and the other keyboard, because we say that's the Genos and Veteran Tyros keyboard. You have in bottom metronome button. In the Genos, for example, we are going to the song creator. We don't have any metronome here. Of course, we have it in the touch. We have to go here and we have to go. It's taking a time. But in the Tyros and the other keyboard, you have one of the button. The big problem is an issue of these keyboards. Simple as it you. Those button doesn't work in the song recording, style recording, and multipath recording. That's the biggest problem of this keyboard. If they can fix it and they can link it, for example, metronome to those here, I mean, what you want, and work in the style and song creator, so of course, is many of the file and issues gonna be solved. So that's all about it. I mean, has the other things I cannot remember for this keyboard. I think that's all about it. And I hope the Yamaha and headquartered in Yamaha and engineer, they can see this video and they can see, of course, the good keyboard is one of the best. The sound of the keyboard is very nice, but has some small issues. And I hope in the next firmware they're gonna fix it. Thanks a lot. Thank you.